So welcome once again students. I had completed the exercise 5.2 and today I am going to start the next that is the chances and probability. So here first I will explain that what is the means of chances and probability. In your day to day life you had used the word probably. For example, in everyday life when we are not sure of happening an event, then we use the word probability or chances. Some statements I am going to tell you in which the probability or chances are used. Suppose that according to the weather condition, if you are going to predict that it will probably rain today, so that is called the probability. It means for any event you are going to give the chances. What is the chances of happening that event? So that is called the probability. For example, if you are going to say that it is 80% chance of rain today, it means maximum chances are there for the raining today. So that is called the probability. Yeah, if you are going to say that chances are high that India will win the cricket match, so that is also called the probability. Yeah, you can say that most likely he will reach in time. So it means you are going to guess something. So that is called the probability. Now getting result. Suppose that if you are going to toss a coin, if you are going to throw the coin and if you are going to see the result, there will be two possible results, either head or tail. So head or tail, that are called the possible outcomes. If you are going to throw a ludo dice, then what will be the possible outcomes? That will be the numbers from 1 to 6, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So these are the possible outcomes. And if you are going to throw the ludo dice, if you are going to toss the coin, so that is called the experiment. So that is the experiment, and whatever the result you are going to get, that is called the possible outcomes. So suppose that in the cricket match, other games, you had find that the captains are going for the toss. So before that toss, both the captain have the equal probability of winning the toss. For example, if one captain is going to say that it will be head, and second if going to choose the tail, it means both having the equal probability. There are equal chances of getting head or tail. But in the last, after the toss, only one captain will win the toss, but before the toss both having the equal probability of winning the toss. Now here it is given, try this. If you try to start a scooter, what are the possible outcomes? So suppose that if you are having a scooter and if you are going to start it, what will be the possibility? There will be only two possibility, either it will start or it will not start. So that will be the two possibilities. Now second, when a die is thrown, what are the six possible outcomes? If you are going to throw a ludo dice, then what will be the possible six outcomes? So that will be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. These are the six possible outcomes. Now here a third example it is given, when you spin the wheel, you are going to get a wheel that is drawn here in that screen. When you spin the wheel shown, what are the possible outcomes? If you are going to see the wheel, there are three alphabetical letters are written A, B and C. So if you are going to spin the wheel, then what will be the possible outcomes? Either it will be A or B or C. So that will be the three possible outcomes, A, B or C. That will be the three possible outcomes. Now for the fourth example, it is given that you have a bag with 5 identical balls. You are having a pot in that 5 balls are kept there, and that are given that W, R, B, G, Y. The name of these balls are given there. So what will be the possible outcomes? If you are going to pick one ball without looking in that pot, then there will be the 5 possibilities. Either you will get W or R or B or G or Y. So that will be the 5 possible outcomes. So there will be the 5 possible outcomes. So all of you got that what is called the possible outcome? If you are going to get any result in any experiment, so combination of all the results are called the possible outcomes. For example, one coin, if you are going to toss, only two possible outcomes will be there, head or tail. If you are going to throw a Ludo dice, there will be 6 possible outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That will be the 6 possible outcomes. In the same way, if you are going to start your scooter, then only 2 possibilities will be there, either it will start or not start. So these are called the possible outcomes of any random experiment. Now equally likely outcomes. What is the means of equally likely outcomes? A coin is tossed, suppose that several times, and the number of times we get head or tail is noted. Suppose that if you are going to toss a coin several times and if you are going to note down the result each and every time. Suppose that in that example, here a table is given in which number of tosses, tally marks, number of heads, tally marks, number of tails, that is given. Suppose that a student is going to toss a coin 50 times, and here in that table it is given that he got the number of head 27 times and number of tails 23 times. 60, if again he is going to toss it 60 times, it is 28 and 32. If you are going to toss it several times, many times, like suppose that if you are going to toss it 100 times, 200 times, then you will get that the number of heads and number of tails, that will be approximately equal. So if you are going to do that experiment several times, you will get that both head and tail, that will be approximately equal. So that is called the equality or likely outcomes. Reason is that both head and tail having the equal chances. So that's why if you are going to toss it several times, that will be both the results will be approximately equal. Now how to get the probability? So if you are going to get the probability, I will give you that formula also, but here I am going to explain which formula will be used. So probability of any event equal to number of times a particular observation occurs, that you can get it easily. For example, if you are going to toss a coin, what will be the total number of possible outcomes, head or tail? That will be 2 possible outcomes are there. And if I am going to ask that what is the probability of getting head, so head and tail, only 2 possible outcomes are there, and there will be 1 head and 1 tail. So probability of getting head is 1 upon 2. Head is 1, so possible that you are going to get head, so head 1 times, and total number of possible outcomes are 2, so that will be 1 upon 2. In the same way, what is the probability of getting tail? So that will be again 1 upon 2. Total number of possible outcomes will be 2 and tail will be 1. So that will be 1 upon 2. I will explain it in very detail in the question where you are going to get the probability. So there I will explain it in very detail. Now outcomes as events. So each outcome of an experiment is the collection of outcomes make an event. For example, if you are going to toss a coin, that is an event. If you are going to throw a Ludo dice, that is also an event. So in the event, whatever the possible outcomes are there, that collection is called the possible outcomes, and whatever the event you are going to do, like tossing a coin, throwing a Ludo dice, that is called the event. Suppose that in the tossing a coin, one coin if you are going to toss, 2 possible outcomes will be there, head or tail. In the same way, in tossing a Ludo, if you are going to throw a Ludo dice, 6 possible outcomes will be there, the numbers from 1 to 6. So that are the possible outcomes and event. So that is the theoretical part related to exercise 5.3, and in the next video I will explain the questions in exercise 5.3. So once again you need to read this theoretical part from your book. So in the next video I will give the formula of the probability and I will explain the questions of the exercise 5.3. So thank you students.